Hey Leo, welcome back to my channel and thank you all so much for tuning into this reading. Let's see what important messages Divine and Spirit want to reveal. This may not resonate for all Leos out there, but I truly hope there's something here you can take away. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's begin. What are your messages for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Spirit angels, we ask for insights and guidance. What do they need to know and need to be aware of at this time? All right, let's see. Starting with the Two of Cups, followed here by the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, Judgment, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Father of Wands and the Father of Cups. Wow, Two of Swords as well. All right, so Leo, there might have been a recent conflict or misunderstanding with your person. Two of Swords with two Kings here. Feels like there's two different opinions, two viewpoints, or two different feelings. Situation may have been pretty stale, but also a decision needs to be made. Somebody needs to make a choice, okay? Somebody needs to listen to their heart, allow their intuition to guide them in making the right decision. If this speaks about love, romance, and relationship, somebody here may have too many options. They're also being easily seduced by their inner desires that they may not be seeing the reality of things, okay? I feel like with Seven of Cups, it's all about dispelling the illusion, seeing things for what they truly are. Somebody here needs to make a decision. They need to ground themselves in reality, okay? Now, going back to this conflict and argument, I feel like this is not a permanent energy. There's a possibility of reconciliation, but it's up to you and the person to take action towards this direction. I also am getting that you are going to decide to give this person another chance if you feel like there's change with Judgment card. Because at the moment, the current status quo is not something fulfilling. In fact, you don't want to be involved with someone who's not being very genuine. You sense that something feels very superficial. You want something deep, okay? You want to see somebody make the effort as well. And unless they do, I feel like you're going to hold yourself back, Leo. You're going to do what is solely right for you. So it feels like you're also giving somebody the ultimatum here with Judgment and Five of Swords. You won't allow yourself to be in the dark or just feel confused overall where you stand. I feel like with Two of Cups, this might be a new relationship where you both could still be in the beginning stages. You may also be waiting for someone to get over their past. Five of Swords and Seven of Swords here. You sense that there is dishonesty, and it feels like you don't want to take a chance if you feel like you might risk yourself and things may not go according to how you expected it to be. So feels like, Leo, you're not falling for the infatuation even though you feel a very strong attraction or desire for this person. You also feel like there's something real, something genuine here. However, with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, they need to be honest. They need to give you clarity and security. You feel like with Seven of Swords, this person is hiding something. This person is not being completely upfront. The Five of Swords may speak about somebody not playing it fair. They want the upper hand. With the Emperor, I feel like you're keeping an eye on this person. Your discernment is needed at this time. Okay? You don't feel safe just yet. You don't feel like this is something you can trust just yet. And you are also a good judge in making decisions here, making good judgment about the situation. Do not be swayed by just emotion, says the Two of Cups. I feel like you need to know if this person is truly on the same page with you or you both want different things. Perhaps you feel like you want commitment, Leo, and somebody wants something, they could be wanting flirting or They're avoiding the depths of passion. Um, they may not be fully devoted just yet, is what I'm saying. There's a danger of defeat here. So with the Emperor, take stock before moving forward. Okay, look at this. Is this something that I want to invest? Is this person ready to dive into this relationship, or am I just being led and swayed by my emotions with Seven of Cups? So I feel like you're taking stock. You are evaluating what's best for you. Is this something destructive? Is this person being honest or has great intentions for me? This decision is based off on being objective and really seeing somebody's patterns rather than a choice made out of impulse. Because the Ace of Wands, I know that this is something that you feel very strongly connected or attached. But there's also a danger of falling for a pitfall of illusion here. So remain cautious. Could be that you feel something worse may happen. If this is your feeling, trust that gut instinct. It may be justified, so remain cautious, okay? What else does Leo need to know at this time, please, Spirit? For some of you, I feel like if this is not about love, this may also speak about work. Feels like you want to redeem yourself or get back on track, get back on a sense of order or systemizing things, organizing things. There's a lot of pressure in the environment. There might be somebody that you see as a competition or rivalry or somebody trying to compete with you. But I feel like with the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords, whoever is trying to undermine your success, your efforts, or even, somebody that's not being honest and upfront with you, I feel like with the Emperor and Ace of Wands, you have a burning desire to achieve, Leo. There's somebody here that may have a tendency to act selfishly. They're manipulative energy, so just remain cautious. They're willing to use others to achieve their own ends. Okay, you may see this person as an ally or friend, but in fact, they may have ulterior motives. Okay, do not be seduced, do not be tempted. Mind over matter with the Strength card. Hangman, it's important to suspend things and not take any action for now. It might also be helpful to meditate and introspect. The Temperance is do not do anything extreme. Focus on what you can control. You may not have control over what other people think or their actions, but you have control over yours, over your choices, okay? So, I don't know, it feels like somebody has a hidden agenda. They can be pretty manipulative or they want things to be done a certain type of way, but you don't work like that with Two of Cups. You want equality, partnership, you want respect. Somebody can be outright disrespectful here with the Five of Swords for some reason. I'm also getting sabotage, gossip, somebody undermining your success or trying to intimidate. But with Seven of Swords, they're doing this sometimes behind your back. These are people that cannot be upfront with you. Okay, but with Father of Wands, you're a natural leader. You have a strong will. You are someone that, you're aware. You're aware of your environment. Do not let this weaken your spirit or dampen your spirit. Keep that inner fire intact. Focus on what you can create. Focus on your success. Focus on your goal. Don't let this bother you, okay? Create some distance as well. Some of you are saying, I need to focus on my responsibility. I'm taking the mature route, okay? I'm not complaining. I'm not trying to sabotage anything here. I need to focus on me and what I'm set out to do. And that's a pretty mature energy, Leo. Whoever this is, there's a very immature energy here. Somebody can be very petty. But do not let this get to you, okay? What else does Leo need to know at this time? Spirit, what are your message for Leo? Seven of Pentacles. You will soon reap the rewards of your hard work. For some of you, if this speaks about love relationship, somebody that has options or somebody that's confusing you, give this more time. You will soon see if this is worth investing, or should you focus on somebody new, give a chance on somebody new. By simply waiting, some clarity will be given to you right now. Okay? Seven of Pentacles is, the message here is sometimes we need to stand back and let the growing take place without us worrying about things. If this speaks about a project, business, or relationship, whatever you are nurturing, this counsels patience and trust in the natural cycles of growth. When the time is right, you will know what to do, and when the time is right, you will reap the rewards, okay? Some of you are also being called to wait as somebody is trying to clear their clutter, or they need to make up their mind. You just don't want to be led on, is what I'm also picking up here. You don't want to invest further if you feel like this may not reach the outcome that you're hoping for, okay? The Fool card. Wow. So you don't want to take uncalculated risk. Somebody could be seeing you as quite naive as well, but you know more than they think you know, Leo. You're also divinely guided and divinely protected. I feel like there's a new beginning of creative phase in your life, and Divine Spirit is asking you to focus on that. Things that you can control, things that you know are going to yield in fruition, relationships that reciprocate. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. So there you go. There's two aces here, and aces are blessings from universe. This may speak about new contracts, new job. For some of you, you're waiting for a solid offer from someone, and unless they don't present that solid offer or commitment, you're not gonna take a risk with that individual. You're protecting your heart, because this is also what you're willing to offer. The Moon card here is uncertainty, doubt. You still have your doubts, okay? Yes, there is fear of being betrayed, fear of being hurt, fear of investing, and you finding out that you're the only one putting the work in. So that's what I'm saying. But for a lot of you, you could be going towards this new beginning already. Human nature is telling us that we need to hold on to things that are familiar in the hopes that things can change. However, things may not change unless we do. Okay? This could be a message about procrastination, hesitating to commit ourselves to the changes that we know we need to take, even though life is already calling us in a new direction. Or it might also be that somebody is unwilling to change their ways. But in the process, something is dying within. As a result, there's stagnation. Somebody's afraid of committing themselves to the change. Okay, and this might just proceed to further confusion. I feel like there's a lot of self-love needed right now with the Empress and protecting one's heart. Let me just pull an advice card here for you, Leo. Take the messages that resonate for you and leave out what doesn't, okay? Focus on what you can create. Focus on what you can build. I feel like you've been planting the seed, but you haven't seen the result yet with this person. Some of you feel like it's just too good to be true, what this person is saying. You know, you want something grounded and real. What is your advice for Leo? So we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given. So I feel like two aces here. Universe is giving you new opportunities. Okay, focus on that. Focus on growth, on expanding your awareness. I feel like the situation with whoever this is may not be changing anytime soon, unless, of course, they're the ones who make an effort to change. Something feels like it's long overdue as well. It feels like somebody keeps repeating their pattern. So self-love is needed right now, and focus on what you can grow, what you can plant for the future. That is the message for you, Leo. Thank you all so much for watching till the end. I'm sending love and light. Take care of yourself at this time, and namaste.